Well, Adam, thank you so much for helping with my project. Could you say a little bit about yourself?
I am a I'm born in the United States in Texas, Lubbock originally, then moved to the Rio Grande Valley and now reside in Austin. We have two residents. I am community service, kind of been doing community service in some form or fashion most of my adult life, and I'm always open to making new friends.
And did you know that NASA is planning to send astronauts to the moon in 2024 for the first time since 1972?
I think I might have heard a little bit about that, but not paid a lot of attention to that. But I do know there's a lot going on over at Boca Chica because like I mentioned, we still have a home in McAllen, Texas, right down the street from the island. So I'm familiar.
Well, there's a lot of controversy about what SpaceX is doing down there. Some people are uh, concerned about the environmental impact and the impact on the residents that were there before. Other people are really excited about the job potential and economic development, and the Brownsville, McAllen, Texas area being like the gateway to the solar system. How do you think about that controversy?
Well, I probably have gotten used to the idea at the beginning. I was concerned, a lot more concerned about the environment, a lot more concerned about the birds and the migration of birds that come through there. And now that I'm starting to see the economic impact that it's having uh, in the what we call the lower valley, which is the down in that the Brownsville area, it looks like those are some things that I think that there's been a lot of light paid attention to the environmental impact, and so I think that we're not hearing as much noise about that. It seems like in that area, but I'm a very pro business person. I've been an entrepreneur for most of my adult life, and I understand that business. There is a way to do business in a responsible way, and that's what I would hope that SpaceX is doing now. And I've heard a few presentations in the valley to the Chamber of Commerce and whatnot, so I think I feel a little more comfortable with it.
And they definitely are including parts of the community. I know some high schoolers have taken several field trips to their facility and have gotten to see, in person, them building this huge machine that's going to
Yeah.
be able to transform transportation.
Yeah, I haven't been out there. I think I went out there and actually drove out there. One of our dear friends that we kind of drive around the valley, look all different places, and we're real. He's kind of a history buff. And at the beginning, when they were kind of taping off the area there, Nathan, we kind of sat there a Sunday afternoon and really wondered, what kind of impact this was going to have. And now we're seeing, some of the success stories that are coming out of there. And I hope there's more people like me that have been educated, and I know that I've heard more presentations and are seeing that it's going to have a good impact. I know there was a lot of money given out to that area of the lower valley by SpaceX, and we're not, like I said, we're not hearing, or I'm not anyway, hearing as much noise about, as much of the concerns about the economic impact. I hope that's because not people have forgotten about it, but because they feel more comfortable with it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And what do you think about us going back to the moon?
I think it's great. I would like to be that person, but I don't think I'll be that person. But I would like to. There's some debate in my household about the first time we went to the moon.
Oh,
I'm,
really?
yes, yes.
I've talked to a couple of people. One person
Yeah,
I said, "Hey, we're planning to go to the moon in 2024." They said, "Well, I
yeah,
hope we make it this time."
yeah, and my wife Betty, which a very strong lady and very she's not sure it happened. I'd like to think that it is, that it did. I'm and we debate that with our adult children, and she's on an island by herself, and but assuming that that is the case, and I don't really understand all the reasons why it's taken us so long, other than maybe it's just been very expensive, I guess. I don't know. I don't know why. I keep thinking, well, maybe they found something there that they brought back in those rocks, and they don't want to expose the country or the world, the earth with it or something. I don't know, but that would probably be a good presentation of why we haven't been back, because you have people like me that are now getting, I'm in my 60s getting ready to retire, and I've wondered that, well, why haven't we gone back? If we had a successful trip up there and that was such a success, why didn't we go back? Was it just about the race?
I think it was just about the race that
Yeah,
at
you
the
know,
time you had the Vietnam War going on, you had
yeah,
economic issues, lots
yeah,
of things going on.
yeah,
What's amazing to me is not so much that we stopped going, but that we went again. In fact,
yeah.
that um, it it's kind of amazing to think that I could have just ended with that first step.
You mean the second time, was that the Apollo 13, or
Well,
was that the before the actual success one?
we had Apollo 11 was the first time, and Apollo
Okay,
17 was the last time, and then Apollo
okay,
13 they had the disaster and had to kind of just come directly back. So we had
right,
6 landings on the moon.
yeah,
12
yeah.
people stepped
You
foot on
see,
the
I
moon.
didn't, I didn't know that, or I don't remember. I got probably busy raising children and all of that real life stuff. I
Um,
probably
how
missed.
how old were you in 1969?
Well, I was 10. I
10?
was 10.
Okay.
I was 10, and I remember it like yesterday. I remember we were in the library at the elementary school, with one of those TVs on the cart, and we were all laying and sitting on the floor, watching it. I remember very clearly when that happened. Like, wow, you know, but kind of cool, other than getting out of class and schoolwork, but I do remember it very clearly. And I remember, uh, all the follow up and all of that afterwards and the landing, when they came back and the water and everything. Yeah, I remember it real good. That's why I always wondered, why didn't we go back, you know, kind of thing.
Now, if it was safe and affordable, would you take a trip to space?
Yeah, if I could go, yeah, yeah, I would consider it, you know, I probably, uh, health reasons, that would be a big issue for me. What kind of condition I would have to be. I have some underlying conditions. I, wouldn't want to danger my health any, or, risk it, and make sure I was in good enough health and all that. But it wouldn't be here or there. I could, it would be neat to go, but I wouldn't risk a lot. And I'd really love for my children that love space, and maybe one of them to go someday.
I think they will. I
Yeah.
think yeah, it's going to be an everyday experience before the end of the decade.
Amazing, amazing. I have mentioned to you, I mean, about you to both of my boys, particularly my oldest one. He's 40, no 30. How old is he? See, Betty says I think they're 15 all the time. but he's like 36. And he is kind of a scientist and, always double checking everybody on everything. But he is very pro the work that's going on with SpaceX and everything. And I would like him to talk to you, maybe.
I would love that too. If you could connect us, that would be
I will.
fantastic.
I will mention it to him again tomorrow. Okay, I will mention that to him tomorrow. Yes.
Well, Adam, I know tonight's game night, so I don't want to
Yeah.
keep you.
Right.
So
Yeah.
thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Nathan, thank you, but feel free to reach out to me on anything to do with Rotary. I got a lot. I'm like a Rotary encyclopedia, so please.
Well, I'm
please
a
ask me.
Rotary newbie, so
I know.
I have a lot of questions that I haven't even thought about yet. So as they come
well,
up,
please do. Please ask me. All righty. Take care.
thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Have a nice evening. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.